Hello, everyone. I'm back again, and I want to elaborate a little more on justice for Ahmaud Arbery. I mean, Georgia, the old dirty South, they letting it be known that they don't have no love, no compassion, no sympathy for Black people. Uh, at one time, they were out in the open, then they went to a more dexterous and clever way of doing it. Covertly and overtly, but now they're basically overtly with what they're doing. And one of the problems is Black people holding on to a real hope. They hope that these racist European Caucasian white folks change their ways and start loving them. Black people first got to learn to love themselves and others that look like them. You see, derived from the fact that we are almost our biggest enemies with the murders of the young brothers that they're carrying out, black on black crimes, uh, the divide between the Black man and the Black woman. I mean, we living in a time that like no other. And it's almost like you can just see it fading away. Black people are headed for extinction. Now, here's a case. This brother was just minding his own business, jogging through a European Caucasian white community and stopped and looked at a open site where construction was going on. I mean, we used to do that. Some of my friends and I, we see a building or something, building a house or whatever, we go in, walk around, look around, just checking it out. The man was not out to commit any crime. These people profess to be chasing him to make a citizen arrest. Not one time that you hear them call out to him and say, "Hey, uh, we're here to make a citizen arrest because we believe you did such and such." The other guy that trailed the Mac Michaels, and I noticed one thing, at least I haven't been watching it every day, but I don't see where uh it was brought up that what is the guy name? The third individual, not the Mac Michaels, or that Roddy, yeah, Roddy. I don't see where they brought into the evidence that he hit Ahmaud Arbery with his truck. At least I recall that being some of the talk at one time. And they're doing everything they can do to get those guys acquitted. When the evidence is right there in your face that they carried out one of the most horrendous, gruesome, and malevolent crime that one can imagine. This man was running for his life. Hell, you don't chase a damn rabbit or a deer the way they chase him down, and shot this man 3 times point blank range with a shotgun, and they're in court before the world saying they are not guilty. See, they don't look at us as being human beings. And then they got this racist lawyer that accommodated uh, the murderer of Trayvon Martin. What is his name? I'm sure it's not on the tip of my tongue. I mean, it's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't call it at this time. Uh, got him acquitted. They are questioning different people. They're getting advice from different people to be able to effectuate getting the Mac Michaels and Roddy off. scot-free for malice murder. Uh, Black people, you all got to understand that we don't have no rights in America. If you think I'm exaggerating, read the case. I would invite you to read the case. Dred Scott versus Sanford, 1857. The United States Supreme Court of America ruled that black people will never have the same rights, privileges, immunities, social, economic emancipation as white folks in this country. Nothing have changed. That case is still controlling. Some will probably say that I'm wrong. But when you can see what's going on, as opposed to guessing, acting from abstract reasoning, or not having any concrete evidence, when the evidence is right there in your face, and some will deny it. And black people, another thing that makes me indignant, I get tired of hearing black people saying, we're going to pray about it. When the European Caucasian white settlers came over here and seen all these Indians and black people over here on this land that they call America today, they didn't pray. They went back to their native country, Great Britain, and came back with weapons of mass destruction and almost eradicated, uprooted, extirpated the Indians and blacks that was over here. Prayer without action don't mean nothing. And they just laughing at black folks because they know that better than anybody, that you can pray all day and all night. For example, if you a husband, the wife, they say they got 3 children. You go in that grocery store, you can pray all day and all night. You go in that grocery store, you need food. Them people not going to let you walk out of there with a bucket full of food or just any item if you didn't pay for it. If you try to walk out without paying for it, you're going to be arrested for theft by taking. Simple as that. So prayer without action don't mean jack nothing. Look at what it took to get these people arrested. The prosecutor, the DA, said don't even arrest them. The police on the scene were more concerned with the Michaels and Roddy as opposed to this brother laying over here dying. He was like to them like a roach or a mosquito, a gnat. He wasn't nothing to them. That's why they didn't try to accommodate him in any way. Now think about this. If 3 black men had chased down a European Caucasian white man and murdered him, they would be on death row right now. If the cops that came didn't shoot them on the spot. I mean, this is really sad. We had a messenger that told us that the time has arrived for black people to separate from these people. The messenger said the land is 57,255,000 square miles. That's enough land for everybody to have peace and joy. We should, instead of running around voting for the neo-slave masters every 4 years, you all should be, or we should be endeavoring to compel these people to find us a piece of uncharted land, help us cultivate the land and build it up like other nations, and establish a righteous black government. Let me reiterate, a righteous black government, not just a black government, so that we're the only one that's going to do for self in that manner, righteousness. they help each other in any real or substantial sense. This brother Ahmaud Arbery is right now in an unwanted early grave because of racism. Racism ain't going nowhere. And they letting you know that. They got almost an all European Caucasian white jury. Did the prosecution endeavor to appeal that? The judge said he knew it wasn't right, but let them proceed it. Did the prosecution take an interlocutory appeal? They should have, but they didn't. Sometimes, see, I'm a paralegal, and sometimes you have to be able to have knowledge of the complexities and ramifications of the law to be able to know what's going on. And a lot of times, those people are working in joint concert. And then we got to look at the fear that a lot of Black people are embarked upon, that they are afraid. You know, the OJ said it best in their song, Unity. Said we must have unity. United we stand, divided we fall. And you know, there's a lot of Blacks that is in position that can help they don't even talk about it. They're not doing anything to accommodate Black people in any real or substantial sense. But Black people have so much love for those people, like Oprah Winfrey, P. Diddy, Mariah Carey, Janet Jackson. You don't hear, just to name a few. Oh, and I got to name this one, Tyler Perry, and what's the boy, Steve Harvey. What are they saying? Do you hear anything coming from them about it? What are they doing? Are they trying to do anything about it? And one other thing I want to bring up too, some people might get indignant, but the truth must be told, whether you like it or not. These pastors, they're not doing anything. One thing I can say about Dr. Martin Luther King, he was out in the street. He wasn't hiding behind no damn podium and seeking to have sex with the women and some of them having sex with the little boys. King was out in the street protesting, complaining about racism, bigotry, Jim Crow, and all this other stuff that haven't went nowhere. They just sometimes are coming at you in a covert manner, and then other times in an overt manner. These pastors, I call them Clever Dollar, TD Jakes, just to name a couple of them, but you know who I'm talking about, these guys. They only concerned about money. Money, money, money. The OJs again said it best. For the love of money, some people do any damn thing. They don't give a damn about the people in the congregation. They're only concerned about themselves and the peoples in their circle. But Black people in large crowds are breaking their necks. And what they're not doing anything other than now that at least Reverend Jesse Jackson, Reverend Al Sharpton, and a few others that came out to make a statement, and that was good. But overall, we should be more united than what we are. We should be angry. We should be indignant. We should be irate about what's happening to Black people in this country. I mean, united we stand, divided we fall. And I think it's time, well, let me repeat that. It's time for us to be united like we used to be. And endeavor to nip this in the bud, and at the same time complain to this government to give us reparation, not just in the form of money, but land too. Because, like one brother put it, if they gave every black person descendant of slaves $100,000, where would that money go? It would go right back to them. We need some land. And to my understanding, those are people, what were they? I believe Hispanics, that they took their separated the children, the parents and the children at the borders or somewhere. But anyway, they said I read somewhere a few days ago that they have given them people $450,000 each. No one has suffered at the hands of these racist, to the extreme, pernicious, diabolical people, Caucasians, white folks, than black people. No one has suffered the way we have. And they haven't given us one penny. One of the reasons that they haven't given us one penny is because we are divided. And I want to show these books again. I wish that people would be inclined to buy these books. Message to the Black Male Teen, Part 1. Message to the Black Male Teens, Part 2. And I confess they are a must read. And it's sad that I have talked about these books for quite some time. No one has endeavored to contact me. I've given out my email address, my phone number. I'm going to do it again. The books can be ordered at arthurpaustin@gmail.com. I repeat, arthurpaustin@gmail.com. Now that is, Arthur is spelled Author. Okay. You can order another way by calling 334-560-7412. I repeat, 334-560-7412. Or you can also make donations at my Cash App, which is $Arthur P. Austin. I repeat, Cash App, $@Arthur P. Austin. Well, I'm gonna bring this to a close. I wasn't intending to be this long, but I kind of had to say some things that needed to be said. But looking at it from another angle, I guess I could have came up with a part 3 of this video. But anyway, I hope I touched on somebody's heart and that more black people will start uniting the way it's supposed to be.